Hello friends, and welcome back to VHS. I'm your host Jesse, and I gotta tell you, I am having so much fun reacting to these classic Bond trailers. Thank you so much for coming along the journey with me. We have a couple absolute bangers coming up in this episode, by the way, as we enter the Roger Moore era. We've made it. Roger Moore is up on deck. And you know how he starts his era? He starts it with Live and Let Die, and then follows up with A Man with a Golden Gun. That's how Roger Moore does business. Bam, bam, two classics right out of the gate. But before we can even get there, we have to bring the official Sean Connery era to a close with Diamonds Are Forever. Before we get started, please take a moment to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of what it is we do here. And for now, let's jump into some Bond. All right, Sean Connery, last time around, JK. Here we go. Oh, come on, Vegas, baby. I completely forgot. Yeah. I'm sorry, is this like a Fast and Furious movie we're advertising? What's happening?
You've been waiting for him.
To drive a car like that? I don't think so.
Asking for him. Now he's here.
Guys? I've got an open-toe shoe warning on James Bond. Not the toes out, James. Not the toes out. I don't care where you are, not James Bond with the little doggies hanging out of the sandal. Open toe, James.
Now he's here.
My name is Bond. James Bond.
And I'm wearing an open toe sandal because I'm a little too old for this stuff. Honestly, I'm ready to retire. I'm ready to be on vacation permanently.
He's back.
Man with the muddy
In
gun.
a new Bond spectacular.
Rat traps! Q gave him rat traps! Why? Now we're talking Blofeld. This is my Blofeld, right? We grew up with this Blofeld. Or this Blofeld got murdered. No, James has to kill Blofeld like 9 times, right?
He's back.
He's back.
Good evening.
And we're back.
Oh.
To watch great movies
Oh!
all over.
Light tricks!
Hey, listen, you can't do this to me. I've got friends in this town.
What in the actual...
Fun-making thrills.
I legitimately forgot about the pool.
I didn't know there was
I
a
did-
pool down there.
I forgot there was a pool down there. That is my bad. He left himself open, you have to say.
The character who runs
I'm sorry, James. Are we able to fight in the glass elevator without breaking the glass elevator? Is that possible?
the character who runs rings around his enemies.
He does what with the silly graphics?
The character who runs rings around his enemies in Diamonds Are Forever.
That was dumb, right? Bikini kick fight. Where was she? The corny... I was about to lambaste the corny choreography, but now I'm really upset. You know, guys, if you're going to put the expensive abstract art in the room where we're going to bikini fight, you got to secure it. You got to secure it to the floor, maybe some sort of string up to the ceiling, because if not, some schmuck's just going to get karate kicked through it, and then it's all cattywampus all over the floor.
And they're back. Some rare facets of female bondage.
I don't know if that's an okay joke or not.
You're almost wearing. I approve.
I don't dress for the hired help.
Starring Jill St. John.
Go ahead, Jill St. John.
Charles Gray.
Yeah,
And
there's
he's back
my
in
Blofeld. Ugh.
007 style.
Good evening, 007.
Is part of his face not real? Like, diamonds off for kitties. Again, Blofeld has died twice in the
From
trailer.
barren territory of South Africa.
Curious how everyone who touches those diamonds seems to die.
The canal.
Is this a bad trailer? I'm not saying Diamonds Are Forever is a bad Bond movie. It's not the best. But between this awful effect of the helicopter exploding and the line that follows it, I don't think I want to see this movie.
South Africa.
Curious how everyone who touches those diamonds seems to die.
That's the worst
The
line
canals
reading
of
we've seen
Amsterdam.
in one of these trailers yet.
To the gaming halls of Las Vegas.
Oh, hello.
Hi, I'm Plenty.
But of course,
Wait for it. This feels like the setup.
Hi, I'm Plenty.
Okay.
but of course you are.
Plenty O'Toole.
Named after your father, perhaps?
Wait a minute. Did anyone have on their bingo card the sexy double entendre lady name being about her dad's Huge Johnson? The writers were like, hey man, I tried to make it work. I couldn't make it about her butt or her boobs or her vagina. But you know what I came up with? O'Toole. So then James can be like, hey, I bet your dad has a huge hog. And everyone went like this? Everyone said this to that?
Hi, I'm Plenty.
But of course you are.
Plenty O'Toole.
Look at his eyes.
Named after your father, perhaps?
To the rocket sites of Nevada.
This is some great goofiness. Retro
James Bond
sci-fi.
007
Going 2 miles an hour.
is back in action.
I don't think that was necessary. I'm sorry, did we have an out of context henchman death? James is driving. Bad guys are driving. And that guy just goes off a cliff. What is some of this footage? Not a great shot. And then smash cut to the oil platform? Jesus Christ. Not my favorite. Okay, now we are talking. Let's talk. Brother.
Roger Moore is James Bond 007 in
Let's get excited. Let's get excited the way the marketing department must have gotten excited when they realized, wait a minute, Roger Moore. If I see that in my mind, I see an O in Roger. I see a couple O's in Moore, if I'm not mistaken. I've got a new way to write 007. I can write it sideways. I can write it up and down. Bring on Roger Moore.
in Ian Fleming's Live and Let Die.
The watery graphic is so cool.
My name's Bond. James.
I may look a little
Names this for
different.
tombstones, baby. Waste him now.
I'm not gonna talk down Live and Let Die much because it's one of my all-time favorites. But hot darn it, this is a rough mechanical claw prop.
James Bond.
His arm is
back,
9
and
times
wherever
too
he drops
long.
in, it can mean only one thing. This is the Bond.
Did the guy in the trailer just respond to the trailer voice? Listen to the trailer voice. I think the guy responds.
Sin. It can mean only one thing. Trouble. This is the Bond. with more
Now we're cutting a trailer.
More action.
Now we're cutting a trailer.
More
Yaphet
danger.
Kotto, by the
And
way.
more.
5-6 years before Alien.
Much more. Roger Moore as James Bond 007.
Hey, that's another reason the marketing department must have been psyched. Much more. Roger Moore.
Much more. Roger Moore as James Bond 007.
Oh, this in-movie version is amazing. I did not remember that Linda McCartney had a co-writing credit on that. I thought it was just like Paul McCartney and Wings. And this obviously is not Paul McCartney and Wings. This is not their version. This is the version in the club at some point, which is an amazing version of the song. But can we just stop and say Live and Let Die, Paul McCartney and Wings version, top 2, 3 theme songs? Meet me in the comments. The second line. Oh, this is the opening.
Worldwide manhunt. The body
This is why this is one of the
count
best
going up.
openings in all the Bond movies because they get a 00. That guy on the street was 002 or 6 or something.
Bond stops to visit. He leaves his mark.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. It gets a little King Kong in here. Is this okay? Are we okay?
And where Bond stops to visit,
Voodoo. We researched it. It's really like this.
on everything.
They'll kill you.
Jane Seymour
Us.
this is getting big time Bond lady, right?
Togetherness.
Jane Seymour might be the first one, correct me if I'm wrong, but the first Bond girl who becomes more famous later. She was super famous for this, for sure, but she's Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman. Is that more famous? Is Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman more famous than this? Maybe I'm misguided.
For lesson number 3.
Absolutely.
James, leave her alone. That woman looks exhausted. Motorcycle gang, very cool. I'm not a physicist. I don't know if I've claimed to be a physicist at any point on this channel, but I'm not. But this bus is going to roll over, right? They love all the shots of people jumping over stuff. Oh, we're smashing into a lot. Do you see this lady? Do you see this lady giving James the most, do you know what you're doing? Look. She must be dazzled by the handsomeness a little bit too, but my God. That's her plane, dude. He broke her plane's wings off.
Take your seat and hang on.
Boat finale. Much like Police Academy, I want to say 5 has a speedboat finale.
Because Bond is on the move.
Not through the wedding.
And if you miss this one, you will miss
I get
the
it, baby girl.
most
I get it.
007 adventure of them all.
Sheriff J.W. Pepper. One of the weirdest characters to appear in a Bond franchise, J.W. Pepper. This is not how boats work. Or not how they're supposed to work. They did the same cart pile up in Diamonds Are Forever, didn't they? Huh. Did he not have time to get out of the way? Hold up. Hold up. He gets bumped. Turn! He didn't turn. He didn't turn. Slamming, baby. Slamming. Ooh, now we're talking, right? I know the Golden Gun looks a little dinky. I think if you're not a fan of Bond and you're joining us just for the fun of this, that looks like a dinky little, you're telling me the biggest killer in the planet, the most expensive assassin in the world, has this dinky little, well, the point is, he made it from scratch. It's all his pieces, so he can like travel with it, and no one knows he has a gun on him. And he goes, puts it together. He's got a gun, which is basically the same idea as what John Malkovich does in The Line of Fire. In A Line of Fire, in The Line of Fire. You remember? Yeah. What is that? What is this gun? What is this dumb gun graphic? They just showed us the real gun. This is not the Golden Gun. This is just a gun that looks gold. Did they think we weren't going to know that this was the man with the golden gun? They put the title on.
What do you know about a man called Scaramanga?
The man with the golden gun.
I hated
He
that.
always uses a golden bullet.
This trinket was sent with a note.
Ooh, I'm coming for you, Bond. Christopher Lee, so
Never seen
cool.
Mr. Scaramanga. Mr. Bond, this is impossible. I can't.
Look out, Shorty.
I can't. Don't kill me.
Okay, some of you might say, ooh, a little rough, James, shoving the girl to the bed like that. 5 movies ago, he just backhands this lady. So this might be progress for James, actually.
I can't tell you. Don't kill me.
Ooh.
Hey, Thailand, let's go.
Roger
Back in the East.
In the exotic East.
In the
And
exotic
James
East.
Bond, 007 on a collision course with the most dangerous
Floaty
man
boat.
alive.
Floaty boat.
The man with the golden gun.
She's got the bullet, right? The slug of the bullet.
James Bond.
Britt
On the
Eklund's kind of
job.
forgettable.
The girls are willing.
Maud Adams is not. Okay, I was going to say, I was not remembering. These are all blending for me. Britt Eklund, I was like, whatever. But Maud
The
Adams,
girls are willing.
that's a woman.
Dreamed about you setting me free.
The pace is killing.
I don't think he connected. Oh, this is one of the great cliches where like we go to the East and we go to a martial arts school where people have been training for centuries and generations to be the greatest at what they do. And this alcoholic 6'4" Englishman walks in and delivers an 8-minute long haymaker that no one can block. He's like, you're not gonna see this coming. Look at this. Ha ha! You only have a day and a half to get ready for that slap. He gone. Oh, did you think James was going to protect the little schoolgirls? Nay, nay. I'll say this, James is not shoving girls in the back of cars anymore, I think.
How about demonstration, boy? Certainly, sir.
We need to talk about this. Sheriff J.W. Pepper is back. He's in Live and Let Die because he is a Louisiana state trooper sheriff man. And that movie takes place partially in New Orleans, Louisiana. So it makes sense that he's there. But Guy Hamilton, who was directing all these movies back then, loved this character so much and liked, I guess, the way he bounced off Bond. Could not be an odd or odd couple, right? So he tells the screenwriter, bring back J.W. Pepper. Well, sir, the next movie takes place in Thailand. I don't think he has jurisdiction. So J.W. Pepper is on vacation in Thailand at the exact same time that James shows up to take out Scaramanga so they can just bump into each other and team up. Is that insane? Is that an insane idea? Did audiences love it? Anyone remember when it came out? I would have been a little incredulous. Woo! Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. That's a good little stunt crashy. I swear they're doing the same 4-car pileup in every movie.
New enemies.
Hervé Villechaize, awesome. Nick Nack's one of the great henchmen.
Spectacular.
I sure am, boy.
Reaching a new high for
I'm sorry, what is the premise of this bridge? Are you suggesting that at one time this bridge was completed, but like this? It did this? What do you mean?
I sure am, boy.
reaching a
So
new
what? It was
high for
It was a
007.
barrel roll bridge? Floaty boat, floaty plane.
Bonjour, Monsieur Bond.
So
I am
cool.
Knick-Knack, Monsieur Scaramanga.
I love Nick Nack because he hates Scaramanga. He's just like constantly trying to kill him. Oh, yeah. Hold on, let's take a second here.
Killer in the
Because remember, the climax, honestly, the whole movie's great, but the climax when I was a kid was dazzling because it's this like Hall of Mirrors, illusions, fun house kind of thing that Scaramanga has built to get Bond in this trap and mess with him and kill him. But remember, I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, it should be on screen. 1974. We're talking about 1974, Man with the Golden Gun. 1 year earlier in 1973, Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon came out. If you saw Enter the Dragon, you remember the climax is very similar, right? They're on an island. A crazy guy owns the resort where they're having the tournament, and Bruce goes into this Hall of Mirrors, and it's all about illusions and being confused and surrounded by images of himself. So 1 year later, is Man with the Golden Gun really ripping that off that quickly? Or is all of this stuff genuinely being pulled from the Man with the Golden Gun novel? I need people who are more familiar to hit me up in the comments with that. I thought that was weird. The timing of that is weird. But this climax is incredible.
The target is the highest priced killer in the world. He plays a deadly game. and the stakes are
Yeah, look at all
sky
this.
high.
Woo! So cool. What's the point of that? We have this cool showdown.
And the
I thought the
stakes
trailer
are
was over.
sky high.
Bad guy, Bond, Golden Gun. Britt Eklund knocking some rando into a vat. What? Spoiler alert, I think James gets out of it this time. There's that stupid gun again. I really, really hate that gun, but I love that movie. And there you have it, part 3 of our classic James Bond trailer reaction series. Woo, that was wild. But next up, we're heading into the era of actual peak silliness for James Bond with The Spy Who Loved Me, Moonraker for crying out loud, and For Your Eyes Only. Make sure to hit that like button on your way out and come see us next time. Until then, we live here, only on VHS. So live and let Craig.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Oh, and please like and subscribe. Check out more of our videos. Leave a comment. Or don't. You do you.